I was captivated by the intro of Obduction, hiking a mountain trail as I listened to a voiceover recalling an encounter with a strange light. The light danced across the sky and I followed it. Then I thought my wireless keyboard might have stopped working. I couldn't move. The source of the light transported me to a new world, the world of the game. I found the landscape breathtaking, the towering purple rocks in the distance, the giant wasp nests, and finding myself in a dilapidated western town. I could pull up video messages left for me from filmed actors, and my only way of interacting with the world is through doors, buttons, pulleys, and levers. It definitely feels like a modern take on Myst. It also feels sufficiently alien. I wasted a lot of time on the propeller puzzle. I needed some gentle nudging from an online forum. I didn't realize at this point that interactable elements fill in the circular cursor. Spending that much time on something so simple made me feel very stupid, and that feeling never really let up. I think it's because when I diverted the water to the river in order to make the propeller work, I could no longer use the elevator to get to the top of the waterfall. This made me feel like I had done something wrong, that I might not be able to progress in the game, even though that hasn't been a fear in an adventure game since the old Sierra days. I eventually got the power back on. For the rest of my playtime, I marveled at the world. I felt a sense of awe at finding the back door to the Farley house, but I do have to admit that all the notes inside the house, as well as the notes in the shack with the lasers, made little sense to me. They talk of contraptions, and alien species, and seeds. I assume, like Riven, these elements make more sense the longer you spend in the world. Playing Obduction, it's difficult not to think of Myst. I pondered how Myst feels like the progenitor of environmental storytelling. The player always comes along to the world after something big has transpired. The environment helps tell that story. In Myst, reading the environment was imperative in making the right choice at the end of the game, deciding which brother to trust. I wonder who in Obduction I can trust. The recording of Farley tells me not to trust CW, but he's the one who stuck around. I interact with him face to face. Kind of. Reading the books in the Farley house and listening to the audio recordings, everybody seems trustworthy. Something bad happened, and that's why the town is abandoned, but I do wonder if some of the characters just found themselves in a bad situation, or if they were corrupted in some way. So, should you play Obduction? Well, I've got an easy answer for you. This is by the people that made Myst. In my experience, Myst is either a love it or hate it game. If you love Myst, you should love Obduction, and vice versa. It's got freedom of movement and looks a little nicer, but this is essentially just a new version of exploring a strange location, trying to work out what's going on, and hopefully get back home. If you haven't played Myst, think of this as a first-person adventure game where you kind of have to read between the lines to solve the puzzles and understand the story. As always, I would love to hear what you think of Obduction and this video down in the comments. If you liked the video, why not buy me a coffee? There's a link in the description. If you'd like to help me out in other ways, please give the video a like, share it on your favorite social media sites, or subscribe if you haven't already. Until next time, I hope you're all having a wonderful day.